Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll take a look on another game from multiplayer of the Scouring, and this time we are playing in the newest patch, which has few changes, so that's definitely really good to mention in the beginning. As you can immediately see, there is a new icon right here, which is finally making it possible to select idle workers or peasants, so that's definitely really good, because then you won't have idle peasants around the map that you of course cannot see all at one time. So this is definitely really useful. And also there were some other small changes. Probably the most important one is small damage nerf, I think 20% for the damage of archers, so that's also one thing that happened here. But yeah, this time we'll take a look on another free-for-all game, once again with 6 real players. We can take a look on them: Albion, Ivan 007 Pro, Banner Power Up, Freakish, and Odpaba. So those are the players we are playing with. And let's just start it right away. Yeah. This will be definitely, once again, really long game, as you can see, over 2 hours. So another one of these. But this time I think it will be even harder than the last time. This is probably the hardest game I have played yet. So this will be definitely pretty intense. So you have definitely something nice to watch here. But yeah, let's start it. I'm starting here in the bottom right corner as the blue, sorry, not as the blue, as the white Empire player or human player. Then we have another human player with the purple color in the bottom side of the map. On the left bottom side we have another human player with yellow color. Then there is first orc in the top left corner as blue. On the top side of the map we have another orc with black color, and the last one is once again human with orange color. We can see that this player is immediately power building barracks with all of his peasants. And this is a player that is testing now the strategy. He even sent some videos of that in his Discord, I mean in our Discord, in the Discord of Scouring. We even see actually some offensive play from this black player here. So as you can see now, especially after the archers got nerfed a little bit, players are testing some different strategies, and this player will try to rush me with swordsman. As you can see, already has a rally point in my base, and I'm going for a pretty standard opening. Yeah, I'm making barracks with sawmill, I'm creating my archer, but he has 2 swordsmen before I even have my first archer, so definitely not nice. At the same time, the black player here is also trying something. I'm not exactly sure what. Obviously I didn't see this when I was playing it, but maybe there will be some rush. But yeah, first swordsman is already in my base. Fortunately I already have at least 1 archer, so I will just deal some damage to him, guide him, go on top of the barracks, and now I already have second archer. So even though the damage is reduced, this is not the best situation. I'm able to kill the swordsman, get 30 gold. Now from the top of the tower I can shoot on another swordsman. Maybe I would micromanage my peasants a little bit around the base, but this should be quite easily defendable like this, so I don't see a major problem in that. As you can see, the yellow player and the black and the purple player are playing really defensively. Maybe actually see some rush with workers, so he upgraded the bows for his workers, and now he is harassing the blue player there this way. But as you can see, I forced the orange player away from my base. 4 archers, 5th one already ready as well. Now we actually immediately went to killing these wolves, and I think I maybe also didn't lose any peasants, maybe 1, I'm not sure. But definitely we forced him back. He didn't really achieve much, he just slowed down his economy in the beginning. We see that this is also really doing quite decent damage to the blue player. He already has logging camp, but we don't see any archers yet. Actually 1 is here, but that's not enough to deal with these workers. I'm still killing the wolves here, I'm micromanaging my archers so I don't lose any of them. But I already have decent army of 8 archers, so that's really strong. We actually see the orange player going with his swordsman into another position now to actually attack the black player. And since he went all in with that offensive player, not even making breaks at his home, now he has a huge problem, because actually I think maybe he would somehow finish this blue player, probably not. Yeah, there are archers against workers, so it probably wouldn't work. But the HP is actually the same, I'm not sure about the damage. But the thing is that now the orange player definitely saved the blue player a lot, and probably the black player will lose pretty soon. We see actually the yellow player already having a fort, so maybe he wants to make a nice really soon. He also has barracks away from his town, so he can just place some archers here, some here, have a huge portion of the map to gather some early resources, and he also wants to get the expansion pretty quickly, I think. I'm also already going for my expansion. I'm a little bit later than him, but he didn't place it there yet, so it doesn't really matter. Purple player really not doing much. He doesn't even have much food here, and as you can see, the black player is just dead. He got rushed by the orange player. If he was at home, he would probably repel it. When he also had bows on his workers, but when he tried to attack here, it didn't really work. So this is just some extra resources for the blue player and also for the orange player, who can also take these expansions. So he is in a really good position. But as you can see, I'm playing still offensive. Yeah, he tried to rush me with swordsman, so I'm not gonna leave it like this. So now I'm pushing against him, and I'm actually somehow saving the black player. Unfortunately for him, the blue player will now attack him anyways, so he will die no matter what. But I'm dealing some damage here. I'm stealing the wolf skills, obviously leveling up my archers and getting some resources for those skills, which is always nice. And yeah, I'm even one-shooting some swordsmen here. Now he's coming with these guys, but he's coming through the skeletons, so he's getting damaged a lot. And now when he comes, I can just one-shot him like this, get some extra kills. Obviously he can't really follow me. I will kill another one at home. I have some units to protect me here, plus some archers to protect me from the south and west, and this way it seems really okay. I still don't get the expansion. I have the resources for it now, so I think I will do it soon. But when I was also pushing, trying to defend on 2 different positions, it was the night. I needed at least my archers here so I can get it. Now I'm bringing my peasants there and going for the expansion. You can actually see stables here from the yellow player. Hopefully he can still fit in his main building here. But kind of surprising, yeah, he conquered it, didn't take the base, and now he's going for the knights, for the horsemen, which is okay to go for them this early, but I would definitely always take the second base for it, so with more resources. Purple player, not sure why he doesn't put the archers on top of the tower, but I guess it's okay. He has enough of them to protect himself. Huge attack on the blue player, many skeletons and also wolves. He has units here, but he is not going back, and he's also not finishing the black player, who is now slowly recovering, so I'm not exactly sure what is the plan of the blue player. But these barracks are actually tanking the damage from the wolves, and those are the barracks of the black player. The guy going for smithy now. Still only 1 barracks. Now he has the stables, but I don't think he has too many resources to actually utilize this. He has resources. Much food, but okay. I have already an expansion, so I'm the first one to expand, even though other players definitely had better positions to expand. I got rushed by 1 player immediately, then I also attacked him a little bit, and together with that I'm trying to deal with many neutral enemies. So it would be much easier for some other players to expand, but no one really did it yet, so this is good for me. I'm getting some early resource advantage, which is really good. In terms of food, we are using 476, which is way more than the yellow player, even way more of course than the black player, more than this guy. 500, okay, and 300. So the player with the most, I'm also getting to 500 now, but the player with the most units now is actually the purple one. Blue player is still trying to kill some extra wolves here to gather some resources. Nice micromanagement. He doesn't lose too many units, he also has nice levels on his units now. So killing some last guys here. And now of course the day started, so I'm expecting this guy to attack on me again. He also goes for early knights. And obviously that is why I brought my archers here. Knights are dangerous, but I can walk up on the barracks. Really protect myself. There's also this camp, so movement here isn't easy. The yellow player building walls here. Okay, I'm not sure what these barricades are supposed to do. Seems a little bit lost. I'm making second barracks, but still no expansion. Purple player nicely power building the base, but after the night, I think that's a little bit too late. Blue player also going for expansion now. And I guess the black player wanted to rush the expansion with workers, but now the knights of the orange player will kill him. And also, of course, the blue player would probably finish him anyway, so Black guy, definitely interesting strategy with that rush with barracks. Unfortunately for him, it didn't really work out. If I didn't repel the rush from the swordsman of the orange player, I would probably stall him then there for longer, and then maybe the black player would have a chance, you know, just 1v1. But since I forced him back, he wanted to attack somewhere else. That kinda doomed the destiny of the black player. But I already have enough peasants in my expansion. Few here, but I also needed to send some new ones to wood, also some extra food with farms. I'm going for a fort because I saw knights here from the orange player, so I also wanted to make them. I'm also making second barracks here for even stronger defensive position and also faster production. And we have third barracks in the back, so that's totally fine. Immediately making the stables, there is lots of place in this position, so that's really good. Not too many trees, but definitely lots of building space. It's definitely nice. Fortunately, the purple player is really passive, so I don't really have to worry about defense from the other side. Which we're trying to get here a little bit with the knights, but no chance. I have really strong defense. He could have squeezed through here and run on my workers, but I also have some defense here, so that wouldn't help him too much. Actually going for church, yeah, so it only seems like the yellow player just won't take this base for some random reason. Black player is actually still somehow alive. He actually has orc farm here. I don't know if they are like playing together now, but he got towerized before by the black player, so I don't know why he would let him make a farm here, and he definitely sees it. Maybe just doesn't realize that it's not his farm, but okay, interesting. Blue player now moving somewhere. Probably will kill these wolves and maybe he wants to attack on the yellow player. And as I said, the purple player for now is staying really passive, so I'm of course also not really going anywhere right now. I have 2 bases, which is fine for me now, and usually in the previous games you saw me play really offensively in the beginning, really trying to kill someone and take their expansions to increase my macro, just get more resources. In this game I decided to go for a little bit different approach because I saw how aggressive he was. I knew that he isn't the worst player, so I needed to be a little bit more careful. I didn't of course know what's happening on the rest of the map. I was happy that this guy is not attacking me. But soon you will see that even on this map especially, even if you don't push someone to take their bases, in this map you have still the option to expand in the middle and try to make like a triangle from 3 bases. That can also work really well, so I think I will do that really soon, and this way we can also get resource advantage. Of course that will also really depend on the other maps you will get, if there will be some other expansions than one natural expansion like here. But this map I think is still classified as a small map, so I think there will be maybe even more expansions in the other maps, and then you can really just play on those and don't really need to rush someone. As you can see, rush doesn't always work. He tries to rush me with the fastest attack you can make, and he still failed to do so when I defended with actually nerfed archers. So if someone is prepared, he usually won't rush someone successfully, but sometimes it can also work. You'll see we'll now finish the black player. The blue player is now expanding a lot, going for 2 new barracks here in the front, also taking this outpost, really preparing on a push. For a push on the yellow player, who still has only 1 income, 1 peasant here, but he's bringing it all the way to this base. He also has church, seems like he's going mainly for cavalry, maybe few archers. The purple player is making only archers and 2 cannons, but he didn't even upgrade his town hall yet. Now the black player will fall, okay. But once again, the orange player still didn't even take this expansion. He didn't even conquer it yet, I'm not sure, but he didn't take it. So the thing that now he could potentially take more expansions here doesn't really matter because he's not taking them anyways. Also the blue player could take them. They knew that the black player is basically dead, so not going there and taking it is definitely a misplay from both of them. Purple player is definitely making lots of peasants here, but he has basically 0 here, so that's just poor distribution. But now I decided to finally go for the middle, so I will just one-shot the troll here and immediately bring my peasants. I'm not sure from which base I will take them, maybe like a combination from both. Night is starting, but I still need to get the expansion there as soon as possible, so I'm bringing 2 peasants from gold here, 2 from wood, and Two from down here. There's one from wood, something like that. Just 5 peasants as always. A decent amount of resources, decent population. Food. And the orange player finally took his expansion here. Now he will need to protect it during the night with his knights because he doesn't have any tower there. And actually, okay, so I didn't see this, I should have showed it before, but we see the yellow player rushed with knights on the archers of the purple player. He didn't have really strong defense on the top, so he had to retreat to his towers here in the back. But obviously, this is definitely enough to deal with these knights. Need to retreat, they are mostly level 1. No potions, probably. He doesn't even have the heal, but he has a church, so maybe he has the heal. But it also depends how effectively you can use the heal in the fight. Muncher cave, okay. Some farms. I'm getting pushed now really hard by these skeletons. I didn't have strong enough defense here yet, so now I need to produce some new archers. Put them on top of this castle, either on the tower of the castle. So I'm closer to this and try to save this, but I think I will eventually lose these tables, so I have to remake them, but it's not that important. Now I can also clear these guys, maybe get some extra resources. Mainly I of course need to defend this, because now I have 3 bases, no one else has that yet. Everyone is playing on 2, except the yellow player who has 1, and black player who is dead, but this is definitely really valuable. I should maybe start scouting a little bit more in the games, because this is just free to take and one is scouting it. I could have like 5 expansions now, or at least 4. If I made some strong defense here, no one would even try to push it. And it would give me definitely better position later in the game. But obviously when I see someone die and he's not next to me, I expect that someone will immediately take the bases for themselves. The players are not really doing it, but it's hard to predict something like that. So yeah, now the purple player tried to counter-attack on the yellow player, but as you can see he has many knights, he's using the heals, also some archers in the back, so the purple player just wasted so many units there. He's not even gathering resources now in his expansion, so that definitely doesn't seem too effective. Me and the orange player, we are both definitely gathering lots of resources here from the natural kills. The yellow player maybe even considering going on me, or he just wants to scout if maybe the purple player took the middle expansion, not sure. Yeah, I'm losing some peasants here. I was probably focusing mainly on this area, or even here actually. Yeah, now he made 2 barracks here with lots of archers, and he started shooting on my peasants here that were getting wood. And as I said, this position has a really small amount of wood. I already gathered everything here, so I just have this small chunk of wood down here. But outside of that, I just have to go somewhere. So either this location, which is now protected by these archers, so I can't really gather here. Maybe a little bit on the side, maybe this part, but eventually I will have to retreat from here. I can also gather in the middle, but this is the hardest point to defend. So then the only last option is here, but that is behind water, so that's also really hard to maybe get sawmill there, or at least town hall. We can maybe check the population a little bit. We are sitting on 1000. Yellow player around 600. Where is that? Orange player also around 1000, so that's quite balanced here. And the purple one also similar, and then the blue one around 800, so he's a little bit behind here. But we don't have like a huge advantage in terms of units. Of course I have some nice levels on few archers here, maybe even some knights. Swordsmen, but mostly not, just few archers. And it's still mostly level 2, sometimes level 3. But I have 3 bases, so we should just have more income. Now we just need to wait a little bit. Unfortunately now the blue player will conquer this, probably take this base, maybe even both of them. And then he will have 4 bases, which is more than my 3. And we will have problems again. We can be glad that at least the purple player is fighting here a little bit with the yellow player. Like at least something positive for us. I'm mostly fighting with the orange player here. And then there is the blue player who is just kinda left there alone. He can do whatever he wants. I don't think the yellow player attacked on him a single time. And on the other side he just has 2 bases to take. There is really low probability that anyone else would actually attack him, so he definitely is in the best position to strengthen up a little bit now. But I should still have some resource advantage for a while. He's even scouting a little bit with a Muncher, trying to maybe deal some damage to me here. It was really good damage this unit, so we actually managed to kill one peasant before I came with my units. Tables finally being made by the purple player as well. It's knights to deal with the enemy knights. Double potion and everything here, so definitely looking really good. Search from the orange player, trying to get some healing finally as well. Nice levels here. But yeah, now the yellow player is attacking on me, so now it's just not, and he's actually the first, is not for this one, but quite far away from me. So this is quite hard because now I'm not fighting only against the orange player, but simultaneously also against the yellow player. Fortunately for me, I at least have these barracks here. I don't have bows, as you can see. The peasants are not shooting. I almost never get that upgrade. At least I have 5 archers there. I have some more archers in the back. And overall, I'm pretty confident in my micromanagement of knights. So I should be just able to easily kill him here. I also have some swordsmen in between that. Maybe get better levels on the knights. I didn't fight with them too much yet. But now this definitely leveled them up a little bit. So that's gonna be really worth it. And I was fighting near town hall, so if I had some extra resources, I could have been buying potions during the fight. We managed to push him back. We killed maybe like 1/3 of them, maybe half. That's why I'm also sending some new units there. Fortunately, he still has only 1 income, so he's not that dangerous. But he stopped my 3rd income now, so now I need to take all of my town halls, start producing peasants in all of them, all rally points here, and try to recover it as soon as possible. Fortunately, as you can see, the orange player is coming again with some scouts, trying to find out what's happening here. So I need to start fighting again here, but I'm also producing lots of units. As you can see, I have already 1400 food being used. The orange player has like 300 less, so it should be okay. The yellow one that we just pushed back is like half of it. Blue player also not even 1000, purple 1200. So now we definitely have the strongest army on the map, together with actually not the biggest income anymore. But I mean still, because this is not really being put to use, but soon the blue player will start gathering from 4 expansions fully, and then he will have more resources. But even here he doesn't have too many peasants or workers, but he's producing okay. So in terms of resources, it's kinda okay. Definitely have the strongest army, as I said. We are struggling with food a little bit now, but I'm making some new farms here, so that should cover it up pretty soon. I need to get some new archers, but we'll be fine. I'm just showing the orange player dominance, that I have strong enough army to repel him, so just trying to convince him that he should stay back and not push me. He might search try maybe something here with the knights, but at least he's not bringing the rest of his army. And this is not really a serious problem for me, he doesn't even have too many potions there. Yeah, the blue player is still playing extremely passively, but with 4 bases he can definitely afford that. He's going for more and more barracks, which just gives him more and more defensive positions and also better infrastructure to quickly remake his whole army. As we saw on the food consumption, he doesn't have too many archers yet, or overall units. So his defense is not that strong yet. But he also has lots of munchers here, yeah. He's definitely a little bit of a danger. The low player now also staying quite passive, but he's just spamming knights. He has few archers at home, yes, 6, I mean 8. That is the maximum you can have here. And outside of that he's only making knights, which is not a bad strategy. But I just like to combine everything rather. Here we have the purple player, pretty strong on defense, even some cannons, lot of archers, few swordsmen, but he finished the stables and I still don't even see any knights, so I'm not sure what he's planning there. I'm finally moving my peasants here to gather some wood, because this is already empty, this is empty. Here I can't safely gather maybe few trees here still, and then on this side, but outside of that I just have the middle and this side, which is both pretty dangerous during the night.
Job's done.
Orange player now also preparing lots of knights for his push. We can also support it by many archers and few swordsmen with that. Now yellow player going for a huge push with his knights once again against the purple player, who is a little bit more in the back. He needs to bring his units there. But at the same time I'm getting crushed by these orange knights. Fortunately I have way more units, so this shouldn't be a problem. He's not even fighting much. I think he wanted to rush on my villagers, which he will actually manage to do, but I also have some archers here, so we should be quite fine. The yellow player is pushing hard. He will maybe destroy this castle, but he shouldn't be able to get through the rest of the units. Yeah, so the orange player got here, but I'm immediately retreating my peasants, micromanaging them on top of the castle, or maybe some other barracks and towers. He actually ignored these peasants on the wood, which is definitely really good. And he just walked through my base, and now he's going into the purple base, but there is such a strong defense, even though he's getting pressured on the other side as well, that these knights will either just run through and go away, or they will die. Obviously I'm immediately retreating when I saw this. I didn't see the yellow attacking here, so I don't really know what was happening there, but he's definitely pushing pretty quickly through all of this. But when there are also the cannons, it's just really hard, so maybe he could have continued, maybe he would kill him, but at the same time he's also probably getting pressured at home by lots of neutral enemies during the night, so he just instead decided to retreat, which was probably a wise move. But as you can see now, we basically all were fighting here somehow. I was getting attacked, the purple player was getting attacked, by these two guys were somehow attacking. Now they're actually fighting against each other as well, and the blue player is still just chilling here with 4 bases, full defense, not even many neutral enemies attacking him, and he's just totally okay there. So he has just such a huge advantage right now, that even though I actually managed to hold the middle for now, I still have less resources than him, because he has 2 more bases here totally for free, because the black player got attacked in the beginning by multiple players. But yeah, for now the orange player kinda retreated. He's still riding here with 5 knights, but outside of that nothing really more happening. The yellow player also still riding here with the knights, trying to kill some extra enemies. Doesn't take this base. We can't even anymore. Yeah, there is no space for the town hall now. Purple player finally making some knights as well, so increasing the variety of his army. Definitely really smart. But as you can see, we are still not even in half hour of the whole game, which is 25%, so huge amount of gameplay still ahead of us. And obviously players are slowly running out of gold in the expansions. But there are still 5 players and out of 6, and most of them have at least 2 bases and really good overall strength. So this is definitely not something where everyone will kill each other and then maybe like 2 players are left immediately at the beginning. The majority of the players is still playing with pretty decent armies, so that is to make this game a little bit more interesting. I ran out of gold here, so we'll need to transfer our peasants somewhere, or at least get some farms here for extra food. The yellow player now even trying to attack on the blue player. He doesn't even seem to be bothered by that. Just totally ignores it because he has strong defense with the archers there. So I don't think yellow will try again. Here he saw how strong it is, and just one, I don't know, 1/10 of the base of the blue player. Means absolutely nothing. He will probably have ton of resources. He doesn't seem to have much, but he should have huge income. 1500 food. I have 1700, so I still have stronger army. Not sure where he's pumping the resources, probably just into more barracks and farms. But yeah, now the purple player will try to take this base again. I mean, he haven't really fought with anyone else than the yellow player for now, and he at least had somehow this base running for some time, while the yellow player doesn't have expansion. He's trying to get some resources here, but extremely ineffectively. So overall he should have more resources, but I think his army composition and also micromanagement are just worse, so probably also decision making, so overall he's just a little bit behind. But now he's trying some push with his own knights. He doesn't have potions, no levels, so this wouldn't go too well for him. I'm trying to scout here a little bit. Now I'm checking these bases because I don't know what's happening here. I want to see it. Obviously, when I find this, I'm not really gonna stay here, so I'm retreating. Obviously, using some heals. Actually, one potion got used, but it's okay. I will pay 100 gold for that information. Yellow player once again maybe riding somewhere. We are running out of this expansion as well, so now I will basically have only one base. Fortunately for me, most players are also running out of their second base and they don't even have the third base, so except the blue player, everyone is basically running out of resources at this point. Now the orange player is trying some serious push here against me, so this is probably one of the first bigger fights. Obviously I also have my swordsman here with the shields up. I'm using my knights with heals as well. We have the archers behind it. But to be honest, he has the tower there, also more towers in the back, so this is really hard to push, so I'm at least retreating a little bit so I get out of the range of the towers. So he has to either bring his units down from there, or he won't be using them, which is what's happening now. Right now it's just a massacre of units, everything together. I should have pulled my archers back maybe a little bit, but he also really didn't pull it back, so now it's just about micromanagement of those units, and they were all fighting together, and I managed to do that way better. So as you can see, I probably saved like 2/3 of my army, or at least half of it, and he lost everything, which also gave me lots of resources, lots of experience. He probably also didn't have potions. I had probably double potion on everything, so that also helped a lot. And overall, we got into a really nice position. And now he's saying that he has no gold. At the same time, the purple player is now attacking on me. So now we have to also deal with this guy. At least it's not like exactly at the same time. I finished one, then I start fighting with the second enemy. But we managed to push him back, so no problem. I mean, we can check the resources, but yeah, the orange player doesn't have any more resources. The yellow player, he can still gather here a lot. But he also doesn't have the most resources. I was asking why he attacks me when he has no gold. And then the purple player also basically no resources, and the blue player just gathering here multiple thousands. Yes, so many forests here for him available. I don't really have any wood, and also he has more gold income, of course. So he's definitely way ahead now, but still only 1500 food used, so in that sense he is definitely behind. I have decent gold now from all the fighting, but once again I'm just struggling with gathering some extra wood, so now I decided to go for these trees. Now the purple is even trying to attack on the blue player. I'm not really sure why he can't even deal with the yellow player, and he's constantly trying to raid other players. I guess the orange player probably somehow expected that this is still not taken by the blue player. And this is about the moment where the orange player probably started giving up a little bit. I would never really do that, because even if you don't have income from gold fields, you can always get extra resources for kills. If you have good defense, it's always a good idea to try to still continue somehow. Maybe you can conquer some base, maybe you can wait for other players to fight against each other. Someone will be almost dead and you can finish him and take his bases, something like that. Obviously when you are left alone against someone and you have turtle and he has whole map, then I would leave. That's the only situation, because that is just annoying and you won't win anyways. But outside of that I would never really give up. But yeah, the purple player just rode around the whole map. The yellow is now destroying his own church. It's like sacrilegious. Destroying the church with knights who are healing. But okay, he destroyed probably so he can make the base there. So yeah, blue 3 gold base. Yeah, that's true. He has 3 gold bases. This one almost empty, but he doesn't have too many workers there anyways. So he has 3, I have 1, everyone else has 0 except the yellow one who is like half, let's say. So now the problem is that no one has income. I have some resources that I'm spending now, getting some more units, more farms. Maybe more barracks for some better infrastructure. But overall, if I have just extra gold, I'll probably just spend it on potions. Yeah, so the purple player just rode around the map with his knights, through all the bases, didn't really do anything, maybe killed a few of my peasants here. This guy's AFK. But overall, okay, now the orange player actually rode here with his knights on my peasants. So he's still quite dangerous, he forced me back, fortunately I wasn't gathering here anymore, but I still was getting some food. Now as you can see I have some problems with that. Fortunately I have so many units that it's not a problem. Here I think retreat just. Now I'll maybe have to hide these peasants, but to be honest it's not even really effective. I will just shoot him with my archers from all the buildings. He will just die, I will get lots of resources from it, and he won't stop me that much. If I starve for a second, it's not a problem. I can just remake that. But yeah, now there is also the purple player. Fortunately I made one barracks here to protect me. As you can see I'm getting lots of wood here and I still am struggling to gather enough. But I decided to go for this position because it seemed much safer than the middle, so there is just more cherries overall. I was even attacking with some archers. Fortunately I have the high ground there, so that seems quite okay. Also the neutral enemies are helping me, also the yellow player attacking. So that's good. Rich player saying everyone is tight on defense, which is true. But the biggest problem is the blue player. As you can see, he's making barricades everywhere. He has like 10 barracks on each island. He's like totally crazy. Obviously lots of archers and cannons everywhere. Even more barracks, more barriers. He's just going full on turtle here. Plus he also has some archers to harass around the map. Always dangerous as well. Yeah, here I actually decided to go for a push on the purple player, even though I'm starving after getting harassed by the knights of the orange player. I also lost some units there. It's also during the night where there is neutral enemies everywhere. Also the yellow player is here. I still decided to attack on him because I just wanted to start killing the players. And I knew that during the night everyone would be struggling a little bit. If they weren't attacking me and I knew how strong the blue player was, maybe I would leave them alive, so maybe they can potentially help me with him. But as we saw before, basically all three players, everyone else except the blue, were just riding there with some knights during the game and trying to kill my economies, so I just needed to take them out first, otherwise it would be just ultra annoying and I would have to fight against multiple enemies anyways. Unfortunately he said that he is dead, which is always a problem when you play a free-for-all, because when people write these messages it can usually make the other players attack somewhere. Yeah, so if he is dead, obviously it can make the other players attack on me now. So as you can see the yellow player now came, he's attacking my archers here. I don't think I was watching here too much because I was also getting attacked here by the neutral enemies. I'm starving everywhere. I need to heal a little bit, so unfortunately I will lose this group of archers. I was also building some new farms because I was starving so hard that my army was becoming totally useless. So now I actually decided to retreat a little bit. And he has level 3 knights here, whole group, also double potion, so this is one of the strongest group of units you can have. So we definitely have to respect that. Fortunately here I have the archers on my towers, so there shouldn't be a problem, and I also have some new units that I created during the game. We are not even on 2000 food being used anymore. Yeah, the yellow player getting pressured hard here. So getting attacked here. Eventually everywhere, but yeah, I'm just bringing more and more units and eventually pushing him back. Also the neutral enemies behind him, so we somehow managed to push him back. I also recovered the food during the night by making some extra farms here. And now we are once again in a okay-ish position. I also farmed lots of resources, that's also really important. You want to kill the other players first before someone else kills them, or before they kill each other, because you are getting resources for killing them. So even if you lose some units there, it's usually worth it to clear the map, get some extra wood, get some extra positions where you can make barracks to farm gold during the night, and also get resources from killing them. So overall you just want to get the map control for yourself, kill the players first, and I think that's always more worth it than getting this strong defense, even if he gets 2 more expansions. But as you can see, it's not even gathering from them. I'm not sure what he was doing here. I don't think he has that many resources. He has 1900 food now being used, but not too much gold actually. He's getting lots of wood, but I really don't understand why he's not really gathering. And he doesn't really need that much food now, he even has some FFA workers, so nothing too crazy from him. But yeah, the purple player was defeated. Now there is the yellow player who is really dangerous. He has lots of knights still. He's on 1000 food, which is not much, but he doesn't have too many peasants. And this is still 1000 food of knights, so that's still quite dangerous. The orange player has a really strong defense with many archers on the towers. Around 1000. And that's all for now. But this is getting to a point when now it will actually become really difficult, even though it might seem like it's quite easy now. Because the thing is that now the blue player is actually starting to do something. He's becoming a little bit more aggressive, and that will really soon become a problem. Because I'm kinda in the middle here. I have one middle base in the actual middle with the gold mines. And then we have another middle expansion here. And I'm gathering my wood, so overall it's really becoming pretty dangerous. I'm just in the middle of everything. Obviously the yellow player won't be pushing into this, so the only way he can go is into me. And then there is the chance that the blue player and orange player could fight against each other. But obviously the orange player also won't go anywhere without any income. And the blue player can just go anywhere he wants. So now I'm fighting with the yellow player. A really huge fight, as you can see. We are both using basically all of our units. But overall, of course, once again, superior micromanagement should deal with this. Unfortunately, the orange player is lurking the army of the blue player on me. And this is definitely a bit of a problem. Because my whole army is here fighting against the yellow player, barely winning it. And now there is this huge army behind me. And I think this will be going on me, yeah? So now I maybe killed half of it, I lost lots of units, I'm immediately retreating. At the same time this is pushing on me, so I'm taking my second army that I accumulated here during the fight. And now we are literally fighting 1v2, being attacked from two sides. So half of my army is here, few units still holding here, trying to somehow push him back with the archers from the towers. At the same time I'm trying to as quickly eliminate the army of the blue player, who was staying really passive the whole game, so he doesn't have too many levels on these units, so they should die pretty quickly. Also he didn't buy any potions. And I also managed to push the yellow player back, and now we somehow survived it. I still have a really strong army, probably the strongest one on the map. Maybe if the blue player took all of his units from the barracks, maybe he would have more units, but overall we somehow managed to repel this. And now this is the moment when the orange player probably realized this, that he's betting on me. He saw how strong position the blue player has, but he also saw how I repelled 1v2 here. I had some scouts here running around the map, so now he actually decided to started helping to me a little bit. He doesn't have any income, so he can't help me too much, but at least he won't be attacking me and being annoying. So yeah, I told him that I want 2v1 here now, so some help would be nice. He was asking where he should attack and these kinds of stuff. I didn't have time for that because I still had to deal with constant attacks from these yellow knights. That was definitely killing some of my peasants, but as you can see I have lots of food that I don't need yet, so I will have time to remake these peasants. Also the blue player is once again accumulating army for another attack, so that will be definitely really dangerous again. I don't know how much the blue player was actually reading the chat or scouting the map. I don't think he had any scouts anywhere, so he probably just took his army and sent it somewhere. And when he found that there is a base in the middle, he decided to attack it for the rest of the game. But I don't think he really like joined with the yellow player. But yellow player obviously didn't want to push into this, so he was also attacking me. Even though the blue player in this situation is definitely much more dangerous. Once again, he's saying that I am here. Also, actually, the blue player scouted it, so he will go for his push now. So I'm trying to somehow attack this, but I mean, so many level 3 knights with double potions and heals, it's just so hard to push through when you are also getting sprayed by these arrows from the barracks. So this is definitely really difficult. Also, I'm getting attacked by the blue player here, who is hitting mainly me. So yeah, once again, this was a little bit hard to push, so I'm retreating, and I lost most of my units actually. At the same time, I'm already accumulating new army at home, but I have almost 0 resources. There is the blue player again, killing my tower here, probably capturing it for himself. There's lots of munchers ready. So I barely had time to retreat to my home. Now I'm quickly healing myself, maybe buying some potions, but I don't really have resources. So I just have to somehow hold it with all of these archers that I accumulated here. Fortunately, I'm able to kill the munchers quite quickly. There's lots of archers, so still quite dangerous, but yeah, we should be able to somehow push him back. And the main thing is that I'm constantly killing units of both of them, so I'm getting extreme amount of resources from these skills, and that's allowing me to constantly remake my army. And if I'm keeping at least some of my units alive, I should also have some okay-ish levels on the units. Unfortunately, immediately when I go fight with the blue, the yellow attacks again, starts killing my wood production here, also the peasants on the farm, so once again I have to take at least part of my army. Of course I still need something here to defend, but at least part of my army to fight with this. Yellow player is slowly draining this, but there is still some gold available. The blue player is still absolutely not using this. He has AFK workers here for so long, and this is also after the patch, so he actually sees that he has lots of idle workers. But he didn't actually seem that good. Yeah, he just had he was lucky that he was able to get those two bases there, even though he was not using them. He has a really strong strategic position, and the income is still at least something there. I don't have any more incomes now. This gold here is empty. So that is what mainly makes him such a danger, but overall, as you can see, he has AFK workers there for majority of the game. Now maybe actually started making farms with them, but he's still not gathering the gold there, which definitely doesn't make any sense. Even if he didn't use it yet, he wants to definitely gather it as quickly as possible, because if he loses that base, then someone else will gather it. But yeah, we somehow managed to push the yellow back. We killed some neutral enemies here once again. I still have some army to protect me against this side. Trying to gather as many resources as possible. We are still around 2000 food. But as you can see now, the blue player actually has more, so now he's definitely in a better position. Way more dangerous. Other players around 1000, nothing too crazy. And blue now going for another push. Actually, we can check this wood as well. 6000, okay, also huge superiority. I have only 1000 and I'm getting so many trees here. But yeah, now he's also killing some neutral enemies here, getting some extra resources for himself as well. Blue player doing the same. Orange actually trying to harass a little bit here. So that's nice that he's at least doing something there. That is helping me a little bit. As you can see, the blue player is now not making any more munchers for some reason, so now he's just going for warriors and archers. You'll see how that will work for him. And I'm still considering another push here, but I just need a little bit more units to actually push against the yellow player. He still has way more knights in the back, still saved up. Also, of course, still the archers on the barracks, so it will be still definitely quite hard to push him. You can see a huge army of the blue orc accumulating. Getting pressured here, but no problem for the cannons. Yeah, so once again, we are getting pressured from two sides. I still need some army here to protect against the yellow knights, but here I have really small army, really small army, so I probably wouldn't be able to repel this, even though the knights are really good against the warriors. I still need to bring my main army back to deal with this, but at the same time, once again, I'm getting attacked by the yellow player. This really almost seems like they were on voice or something and really coordinating their attacks, but yeah, unfortunately I will lose lots of archers there. But the main thing was now to deal with the blue player and then maybe retreat with at least a few knights here in the back, trying to force this guy back. So another really intense moment where we had to fight 1v2, but we managed to repel them once again. Also get some decent resources during the night. Now I'm maybe... Actually I'm spending also wood, so probably making new units. But we'll also probably buy some potions here, and then I might be finally able to go and push the yellow player. We will see if we'll be finally eventually capable of doing that. Yeah, maybe he has some new workers now on the gold here, but still so many resources that he could gather. Same for the yellow player. Which is good, I don't mind this at all, because at least I can get some extra resources once I actually get into their bases and destroy them. But unfortunately I'm also running out of wood now. Here. Also need to retake these farms when I will need some extra food, but once again I don't even have 2000 again, yeah, so... But the blue player also. It's looking actually quite okay. And now I'm taking most of my units, really just leaving small army here, and I'm going on a hopefully final push against the yellow player. I don't have the most units, he probably still has way more knights than me, but I also have the shields, I have a few archers there, which are at least leveled up a little bit. And the main goal is obviously to take out the knights as quickly as possible. This would be okay, but when there is another army that will be a problem. Fortunately, he attacked on the blue player with half of it. Probably just attack move and didn't really care about that anymore, so that's good. Good micromanagement helps, but unfortunately now he rides into my archers and I'm surrounded by lots of units everywhere. Fortunately he's not on the barracks anymore, now he goes back, so it's really good and bad all the time. Swapping, but we are still keeping around 1900 food. He's asking who is winning. Yellow is immediately saying white once again to bait the blue player on me. He's already going there. I'm of course saying no to at least try to reverse the mind games here a little bit, but obviously no chance. So even though I actually was able to kill the yellow player here with superior micromanagement, the blue player is once again on me. So once again 1v2 situation. I have to defend here with the small amounts of units I was able to produce here in the meantime. Just a small army. Trying to cast some heals here while also trying to still fight here, but it was just too much, so I had to retreat at least with the knights. The rest of the units mostly died. I would maybe be able to still repair it even without retreating, but the yellow player still also had quite lots of units at home, so I just needed to retreat, really make sure that I kill as many units here to get some new resources, hopefully replenish my units. And yeah, now the orange player is saying to kill blue because he realizes, probably as the only player here, I mean the yellow player doesn't realize it, but the orange player realizes that the blue player is definitely the most dangerous guy here, so we should be attacking him together. Instead they are just attacking me too. And I'm saying that it's kinda unbalanced, that I'm fighting 1v2 constantly, and he's saying that I'm too big in terms of the town and everything. But to be honest, the blue player definitely has much bigger base and also better infrastructure and income, so he's definitely still much stronger. The yellow player just doesn't really know that, which makes it pretty difficult, but somehow we are still able to repel this. So once again, small amounts of units left at home, the majority of my army going for a push on the yellow player for the third time. Hopefully the final time now, because he doesn't have too many knights left anymore. We have basically the same amount of knights, and together with that I have probably a little bit more archers and also a decent amount of swordsmen. The orange player is asking me to kill him, so we can probably watch or something, but I don't really have time for that. Now I'm focusing on this fight, so I can't even really answer him. So I'll just take a few swordsmen, send them on the barracks, so I can kill that, and at the same time trying to finish the knights on the ground. I don't even need, I don't even know that there is still a base available, because that would be really good. We could get some resources here, but I didn't know that, so I will be definitely nicely surprised when I reveal that, because I'll finally have some stable income again. But even if it was not there, I would still of course conquer it the same way. Blue player trying to regroup somewhere. I mean, he tried to push me also multiple times, he always failed, so obviously soon he will just give up and start playing turtle, because that is what most people do. I still didn't take these archers out. He actually killed my archers quite well. Like, I was spamming heals on my archers, but I will need to finish this, so now I'm sending my knights here to deal with that. Obviously I was still trying to produce some new units probably. A small army here. We will even need some new peasants. I don't know if I lost something, but yeah, once we destroy these barracks, we just should the archers kill the remaining peasants, destroy a few last buildings, and we should be okay. There is still the orange player with a huge army. He wants me to kill him because he just wanted me to defeat the blue player, and he saw how broken his defense is, so he wanted to give me a chance by providing me some free kills by killing his units. But unfortunately I didn't really have time for that yet. To be honest, it would be probably just better if he took the... I mean, it doesn't really matter. He could have taken the units and attack on the blue player. This way he would do some small damage to him. Or he can send it to me and I will kill him and get some resources from it, yeah, but... both ways will help me a little bit, but not really too much, so... Doesn't really matter. If he was actually being aggressive and attacking me, then I would delete him probably before attacking the yellow player, but since I know that he started playing quite passive and wasn't a danger anymore for me, I just kinda left him there. I had units here if I needed to fight him, but it wasn't a priority. So yeah, blue player just spamming more and more barricades, totally crazy. Now we can take this base, but it's in the middle of the night, so not the easiest task. We are not even really grouped in terms of our army. I don't know if the blue player will attack again or not. So it's just really difficult. So rather I'm just retreating a little bit, and I will probably just wait during the whole night. We try to gather some resources, but mainly regroup my army. If we get some extra resources, we can create some new units. So we are basically in the half time of the game, in like 5 minutes. So definitely getting towards the more late game part. Obviously slowly becoming a 1v1, that is still the orange player, but as I said, he won't be a danger anymore. Already kinda gave up once he lost his income. But keep in mind that the blue player is still gathering resources from here, and could be gathering from here if he wanted to. At least he's wasting so many resources on the barricades, yeah, because they are kinda useless and he's constantly making them. So now they are getting destroyed by the neutral enemies, so that's good that he's at least wasting resources. But he's probably still in a better situation. I have 2094 and he has 2062, so I'm actually 40 ahead. I have way more food available, about 200 more. But actually the orange player still has 1500 food being used, so his army is definitely not weak. He has lots of archers. And also probably quite well leveled up, so he could be quite dangerous. Fortunately, he is not really fighting me.
Our forces are under attack.
But obviously we are getting kills on many positions. Here I'm protecting my woodworkers with my cavalry. I had to make a new sawmill a little bit more in the front. Also making barracks here for some protection, yeah, power building it as quickly as possible.
Our forces are under attack.
And overall just trying to get as many kills as we can. Now actually the orange player even made some swordsmen. He's trying to push it a little bit, but I mean with the cannons it's just really hard to do like actually anything there.
Our forces are under attack.
He's actually getting harassed here even because he got scouted. We just can't do much against the blue player even if he attacks through here. It wouldn't really help much. Potentially you could try to squeeze through here and run on the villagers, but you would still get shot by these cannons, so...
Our forces are under attack.
And you probably can't even go through here, you have to go around the trees, so not really possible. Just really strong defense from every single side. But yeah, the day is coming, which means no more night enemies. And now I can finally go and take the expansion. We can maybe speed it up a little bit now. Actually, no, not much is happening. There is nice, decent amount of things happening. The orange player is now attacking from this side, which is actually quite smart because most of the things here won't have range. He's also utilizing the swordsman to destroy his barracks, dealing some nice damage with leveled up archers. He didn't take all of his archers, if he actually took everything, it would be way more damage. And I think maybe he would actually push this whole area, he could take the bases and he still actually continue playing. But unfortunately for him he didn't take the archers, he left them on defense. Which during the day doesn't make really sense. I could attack him, but he kinda knew that I was attacking him anytime soon. So yeah, I think if he took all of his archers he could have probably pushed this. Or the blue player would also need to retreat there with some archers from here, but he maybe wouldn't do that, I don't know. Unfortunately, orange player is still staying pretty passive. But at least he did some damage to the blue player, who now is on 2208. Food, he doesn't even have more income of food, so he needs to redistribute his workers a little bit better. He still has some building space here, so that shouldn't be a problem for him. French player is on 1600, so still decent army. I have 2300, so it's basically the same as the blue player. Now I'm finally getting my expansion, also making barracks here, another barracks here, one more, and probably actually another one somewhere else. Just trying to cover the map so I have as many positions as I can to gather resources during the night from the neutral enemies. Orange players still trying to attack here a little bit, even some swordsmen in the back, but now there is warriors with shields. The blue player has not too many resources left actually. But I'm also pretty much on zero. He has at least some wood. Actually, the orange player has lots of wood. If he could send me that, it would be really good, but not really possible. He's telling me to attack him, that he's fighting with him, but to be honest, that doesn't really make sense, yeah. I mean, I don't have the worst army. Maybe I could have pushed it here now, but there is still so many barracks, so many barricades. And especially the cannons there will be problematic, so maybe I could push it here now, but I'm not too convinced about that. And also I didn't know what was happening here. Orange was, from what he was saying, I thought that he had basically nothing. As I said, if he took all of his archers at once here, he could probably push it alone, so he definitely wasn't that. He was just kinda underestimating himself, yeah, and as I said, I didn't know what was happening here, so I just rather stayed a little bit more passive. And attacking here also wouldn't work, because even though the blue player was struggling here a little bit, he still kept his army here as well to protect himself from all sides. I was trying to counter push a little bit, but there is so many archers of the orange player that I don't think he wants to really do that. But this is buying me time, so that's really good. Unfortunately, he's also giving some resources to the blue player, but he's also getting some resources himself, so he can probably remake the army. I thought that he wanted me to finish him, so now I'm kinda surprised that he's attacking on him. But as I said, still 1500 food, not the smallest amount. And he gathered some resources, so he'll probably remake some new units as well. He wanted me to finish the blue player first, but this will take so much longer. Still that obviously I wanted to kill him first, because then I can at least take this place to gather some more resources during the night. Now he's saying that my army will melt if I attack him, after saying that he has no units, so obviously he has units and my army would definitely still struggle here. But yeah, I'm finally gathering resources from here, so some extra gold income. I spreaded my barracks here, 8 archers on each, so we get some extra resources. And yeah, we're slowly starting to struggle with food a little bit, so as you can see I'm trying to mainly spread my peasants, so each of them has their own farm. Still didn't do it everywhere, but we are slowly getting there. Now he's asking if I wanted to kill him or the blue player. But I didn't know what he has, yeah. If he actually had a... If I knew that he had this army, I would tell him to take everything and push this. But I just told him that I'm not ready to kill blue yet. And that I can either kill him or just stay AFK here for now. I need to finish gathering this, also wait 1 or 2 nights to gather some extra resources. Need some new units, buy potions. Yeah, basically 0 potions everywhere, eh? So, yeah, now he said that I can come. So I just took my group of knights. I know that I can keep this alive even if he was actually baiting me here and he wanted to kill me. But fortunately he wasn't lying, so he just retreated with his archers in the back. We just went through his base here. Now I also fixed my food problem. And now I will gather some extra resources from all of this. And now he's taking all of his units, sending them into my base, but he will be only walking there and not fighting. So, even though we were fighting in the beginning of the game against each other, eventually he kinda became my ally. After I was fighting 1v2 for like half an hour, so I don't think that's anything that will be like too advantageous for me. But still, it will give me at least some extra resources. Also, I can take this place for myself, so definitely really useful. Yeah, I think he maybe killed some of my peasants here because he's still auto-shooted somewhere. But eventually, or maybe even archers, I don't know. Eventually we should kill all of it. That should be enough gold, obviously. It's nowhere near enough gold. Yeah, it gave me a few thousand. I will need multiple hundreds of thousands or at least dozens. But it's definitely a good start and won't have to wait as long. But yeah, now just the blue player is playing full turtle, playing extremely defensive. He won't be going anywhere anytime soon. He'll probably just build some more barricades or something. We have 2,500, he has also basically 2,500. He just needs to make some new farms because he's struggling a little bit with food now. His cannons are losing HP, which is never good. Okay, we are now getting some resources from here. Probably here soon as well. Mainly going on the enemy. It's always a good idea to make barracks or any other buildings that just gives you vision around the enemy entrances, because then it will be killing the neutral enemies, and also they just spawn only in the shadows. So if this is revealed by either of the players, nothing will be actually spawning there, which means no neutral enemy kills for the enemy, no resources for the enemy. He still can get resources here, but as I said, he's not really doing that much, so overall we definitely need to cover the vision, so the neutral enemies are only spawning against my barracks. I don't know actually what will happen during the night if you actually cover the whole map with buildings and there will be no zero vision locations. Maybe they'll just start spawning randomly then, or they won't be spawning at all. But usually there is just some small spot somewhere where they will start spawning anyways. But yeah, he's now observer. What is this blue? Now he's surprised about the insane defense of the blue player. And what type of defense is this? I think soon he will also leave because he thought that this is unwinnable, but as you can see, it's 1 more hour of gameplay, so this is definitely winnable. It will just take a little bit more time. But when I killed now the orange player, also we lived through the whole night. As you can see, I accumulated like 25,000 gold. So that's definitely really good. Unfortunately, there is not too many trees remaining, so I can still get this now when there is not the orange player with archers. I can also gather this. But outside of that, there is just no more trees on the map, except this forest, which is pretty dangerous because he is behind it. I'm not sure why he was not gathering it, if he has lots of wood. No, he has 300 wood and he's not gathering this. So once again, doesn't really make sense, but he also doesn't have too much food actually income, so I don't know what he's doing with the workers. Maybe he doesn't even have full cap of workers actually used. It will be even bigger mistake, but yeah, now I have 200 more food in army, so we can definitely repel any attack if he decides to start playing offensively. Of course, I have the units spread around the map with all of these archers, but overall we should be pretty much fine. So now they started. I have some idle peasants here that I retreated from different locations during the night when I was getting attacked. But now, yeah, let's maybe speed it up a little bit. See what I will go for. So I'm just making some new farms here. Not sure where I decide to gather new wood first. But yeah, the blue player is just not doing anything now, waiting for me to attack. So So yeah, now I'm bringing my peasants here, trying to gather some extra wood in this location. I'm regrouping my army. Now we are on 3200 income of food, so now I can also produce lots of new units. So you can see I'm queuing up swordsmen everywhere because I just don't have wood, so this is the only thing I can do. You can win with this army fight, obviously I know that, but can win it with a different army that I will have soon. So that's not a problem. Yeah, so we are just spamming some new extra swordsmen, gathering some wood. He's also scouting a little bit with few warriors around the map. So also if shield is hard to kill him, I don't have too many archers here anyways. So he will scout a little bit, but I mean, what can he find? Yeah, he will find that I have buildings and units, but that won't really help him. It won't make him change the strategy anyways, and I think he will kill any peasants. We have 3000 units now, 3000 food units. He's only on 2300, but obviously a way better defensive position. Now he also has a little bit more gold, which he can definitely use for potions. He doesn't have potions basically anywhere, but he has nicely leveled up archers here. You can see the level 3 archer has, the goblin archer has this blue color on the face. What the level 2 guy gets. Seems like some shoulder plate or some cloth. So we are preparing maybe for a small attack, but 3100 is not the most food being used there, so I don't have the biggest army yet, but we also have some units here, so once we regroup everything it should be quite fine. I should also get this tower, of course. Now I gathered this whole forest, so just a few more trees here. Then we gather these remaining trees, maybe this, and then it's just this one big forest remaining. But yeah, now I scouted here a little bit. We saw that the defense is really dangerous. Now we decided to go for this tower. Obviously knights can't do anything with that. You can't destroy the outposts and you can't walk on top of it, so you actually need archers to kill it, and then to capture it you need swordsmen. You can also kill it with swordsmen, but archers can also kill them.
Our forces are under attack.
I kind of forgot about these swordsmen for a while, so it will take me probably a few more minutes before I actually move them somewhere. But now I came up with this idea that we might try to go through here. Maybe he has just strong defense here and he neglected this area. Unfortunately, that wasn't really the case. He has cannons here. I think I will destroy one tower, but that didn't really do anything. Fortunately, here he doesn't have basically any defense, so I was able to at least get on his workers a little bit. I destroyed here a little bit, but yeah, he's already coming with huge amounts of units. Can't walk through here across the water, and now I just decided to rather retreat. He already placed some archers on the barracks, and if I maybe took all units at once, I could have pushed something here, but probably not too much. But I just retreated. Hopefully I didn't lose any units. I at least killed a peasant there, or worker. Destroyed some barricades, one tower. Could be few resources, but yeah, we lost one knight here, unfortunately. So yeah, for now we are still sitting on 3000 food. He's sitting on 2300, let's say. But he still doesn't even have the food income. If more than, not more than 1000 more, but like 800 more food income. He's sending another scout. Warrior level 1, but another knight is coming, so here I decided to not do the push yet. I need to wait at least one more knight. I was trying to take this, not sure what he was planning here. Obviously I'm gonna defend it when I just captured it. But yeah, now knight is coming. I'll try to gather some extra resources during it, because I don't have anything. He still has 12,000 gold, not sure why he's not doing anything. First of all, he can still gather more gold, but mainly he can use more gold, and also he has wood, so he can easily make some new farms, increase his food income, and overall create even more units. But I don't mind that he's not doing that. Problem is that now we start gathering this forest, which we will definitely need. Not sure why I didn't leave any protection on these peasants, but maybe I was kind of afraid that they will push on these farms that I have here. that are giving me all the food that I need, so that's what I mainly wanted to protect. Kinda forgot about these peasants, but I will quickly realize when these skeletons start attacking me here.
Our forces are under attack.
And I also have at least some archers here that should help me repel this. Fortunately, the blue player is still also getting some kills, especially from this area. So that's not nice. He didn't even gather the cherries in the back, actually. If he gathered this, then neutral enemies will start spawning here. He doesn't really have defense there, so he maybe doesn't want that, but he will get extra income, and also it's really safe wood for him to gather. And he would actually quite need it. He has lots of gold, not that much of wood. Actually, I have like double of that, what he has. But yeah, here just some petrol points, running around with the units, trying to get some kills, protect my villagers. Nothing too crazy. Here I retreated with the peasants. I could have sent one group of units here, but I guess the archers will also kill it eventually. Maybe we can fast forward a little bit. Not much happening during the night, I'm just defending myself against the neutral enemies, farming gold, producing some new archers now, but obviously no pressure here. I was killing with my knights few neutral enemies. Unfortunately I went too close with one of them and he died. I have some extra archers here in the back, even some swordsmen, those are of course my groups. They are scattered across that area. Some extra resistors gathering and melee protection of course. Now even sent 8 archers here, and this is really strong because when you have an outpost, the neutral enemies can't do anything with that because they are basically as knights. They can't walk up on towers and they can't destroy outposts. No one can destroy outposts, so they will just die there. It's free resources, definitely really effective to take the outposts. Fortunately this one is his and this one is kinda in the middle of my vision, so I get few kills here, but nothing too crazy. Okay, another day started. We're on 1 hour and 20 minutes approximately. Now I'm grouping up my army. As you can see, it's a decent amount of units, but now we're even struggling with food a little bit, so once again I need to buff it up a little bit. He has so many resources, I'm not using them at all. We actually used all of this for new army. He made some ogres again because he has lots of archers everywhere, many cannons and also lots of warriors, but it's maybe like 2 ogres here, munchers. So if we invested all of the resources into them and maybe try a push, he might do some damage, but I guess he didn't really want to do that. Because my defense is not that strong, I have decent defense against neutral enemies, because I have it spread out across the whole map, so I can capture as many of them as I can and get resources from it, but I don't have like a wall here and here that will actually hold him back. Maybe this would be quite okay, but nothing too dangerous for him. So if he actually went for a push, he could probably push me. Now he actually scouted me here with the worker. But as you can see, I'm immediately making 3 barracks here to cover another area of the map and gather some extra resources from this side. And also, of course, still they can spawn here, so this is really good. Do we have these barracks? Could have also put them a little bit more down, but this is fine. We have most of the vision, and if I place 8 archers on top of each of these barracks, that should be definitely enough. So once again, we can maybe speed it up a little bit. So let's watch from our perspective. Still around 3,400 food being used, but I should be building some new farms now, not sure where, maybe here. I think I am building somewhere now, but I'm not sure where. Actually, at home I had some gaps here. They probably saw something before, so I'm building here. He's still sending some scouts, but we can deal with those. Unfortunately, now he scouted this, so maybe he will try to push it. I'm not sure if already now, but I think he will come here with some archers later. For now he's ignoring it, which is good. Fortunately, he's also getting retreats there, and he still also has the forest in the back, so he won't have food. He won't have wood problems anytime soon. It's not like he would be using the resources, but okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. Getting close to each other. Sorry, I paused it instead of resuming the replay with normal speed. Yeah, so just gathering wood. Now raising the food cap to 3,900, basically 4,000. So we are slowly getting to like double of what he has. Obviously he has still very stronger defensive position, but at least he also has majority of his units on this side, or at least half of it, so I will be fighting maybe with like 1,000. That's the problem when you have such a big turtle defense position. Also, once we destroy these trees, I can also attack through here, where the defense is maybe not as strong. He kinda reinforced it on this side, where he was getting pressured before by the orange player. But I think I'll wait at least one more night before attacking. I'm making some more barracks for extra protection. And I definitely want to first get some nice resources from this area, so that is what I will probably focus on during the next night, which is just starting now, and I think after that we might try to attack. But now he's going for the archer harassment, that's what I was talking about. He also has lots of orcs here, I should do something about it. Fortunately I have my knights prepared here, level 3 cavalry with double potions, so he will be definitely forced back. And he doesn't even try anymore, because during the night he would be getting killed by the natural enemies anyways. I'm actually using my knights during the night to get some new kills for free. Yeah, unfortunately, immediately once he destroyed the forest, he restarted making some new infrastructure. Lots of barricades, new barracks, power building, everything. This is what he's using his resources for. I try to really right into him, use my knights, really heal them effectively so I don't lose anything, and try to destroy the barracks. Unfortunately, he came with so many units that I actually started rather fighting them, but obviously there is no chance I can do this. So I think I didn't lose too many units, I lost maybe like 2 knights or something. I probably still killed more and also destroyed or damaged the barracks a little bit. Unfortunately, I was not really able to stop this front base. The rest of my army is scattered around the map to protect me during the night, so unfortunately I was not able to stop that. Also now the archers will be harassing my workers here, so I can't even finish gathering up this forest to make the gap entrance to his base bigger. Also cannot really gather this. So now we are in a bit of a problem, because there is just no more trees on the map that I could gather. Maybe these ones, but as you can see, the range he has there is also quite decent. Yeah, just few trees here and there that we can gather, but not like a big forest. The biggest forest is actually probably this one in the back now. And then this one. But yeah, he still has lots of resources, still not raising up his food cap. As I said, he has the space for it, so that's not a problem. He is just kinda lazy, I guess. Or is confident that I'm not gonna conquer him, but that's not the situation here. I definitely will. But yeah, night is just continuing, we are getting resources, probably can speed it up here. 1.5 hours, so it's 25% of the game is remaining. But I think during this day that is just starting now, I will probably go for the attack finally. But there is still half hour remaining, yeah, so this won't be like the last time where I just created one huge army and then pushed him and killed him. Because that player in the previous game was definitely weaker, he had smaller base and it wasn't that hard to push. This is like a really strong defense, yeah, lots of cannons, lots of barricades, huge town, still some gold income in the back, and lots of wood, so this is definitely much harder to push. Okay, now I was just buying some potions, regrouping my army. I should start bringing some new units. I also used some last wood I had to produce some new knights. And slowly accumulating all of my units near this fort. My sanctuary, let's say. Haven. And here we will, of course, buy all the potions that we need. So we should have double potion every single unit we have. Maybe these new knights that I created now are not in a group yet. But we'll also buy potions for them. I think I had, of course, all 10 keybinds being used. You can have 20 units in each of them. I kept, I think, the keybind number 10 for my barracks, but outside of that we had 9 keybinds of 20 units, and then I still had like more than full group of knights behind that. That I also bought potions for, but I didn't have keybind for it anymore, so I needed to use that manually. But yeah, now I'm buying the potions here. Regrouping my army. It will maybe take a while, so let's wait for the formation. A little bit faster game.
Job's done.
You can see I'm spreading it to the sides, so I have some front line everywhere. I have only 2 groups of archers, I think. Not the most, but they of course cost wood, so that's a problem. I have lots of archers around the map, but I still wanted to keep those, of course. Because I was pretty confident that I'm not gonna win with this attack, so I didn't want to go all in, obviously. Because I can still continue playing, I just wouldn't really have much more food anyways, so I wanted to make one push now. So we are going for a really strong attack, basically the whole line. I have shields everywhere, of course knights, trying to cast as many heals as I can. To be honest, just to attack move all of these units is extremely difficult. You have to click all 9 or 10 keybinds with attack move. And then also some other units that you don't even have keybinds for available anymore. Between that you are trying to heal everything and also send some swordsmen on top of towers, as you can see. So with that to also, for example, target with archers and other things, it's just really difficult. Fortunately, we also had all the potions, so it was making my army much more tankier. I also had to re-attack multiple times during the match, during the attack. So the blue player is now sending more and more units from here, basically everything actually. Also attacking here a little bit, but we are slowly getting through his infrastructure. Cannons are the biggest problem, but we should deal with those. Unfortunately, we lost basically all the archers already. I'm still producing units, of course, because I'm getting new resources. He is also producing a little bit, but not too much. He should definitely start producing, but he also lost lots of farms here, so he doesn't have much food now. He'll need to rebuild his farms. And I basically destroyed the whole base he had on this side of the river. Just like his second base, I would say, the smaller one. With lots of knights, some swordsmen, and basically no archers, a few in the back. Fortunately, he still has lots of archers here that are dealing decent damage. Fortunately, we destroyed this, so it's not looking bad. I have lots of units here, but unfortunately I still need to finish the cannons here and other things. And in the meantime, I lost basically everything down here because he had so many level 3 archers here that he leveled up before from killing the skeletons down here. And he also had few cannons, so overall he just kinda destroyed me here. Now I'm coming with the rest of my army. Hopefully I can push him back, but even my knights are dying now. And in this situation I actually decided to retreat. Maybe I could have finished him, not exactly sure, but since the night is also coming, I knew that I need to retreat and actually regroup, remake some new units and so on. So when I decided to retreat, I removed shields, of course, so I'm quicker. I came back. I had rally points here actually, so some few units were actually still running here. I think I will turn them back. Maybe not these first guys, yeah, these now, yes. So I lost few units, but not the biggest problem. I also have still a few more knights here that I will retreat soon. And now, as you can see, he spent all that 25... Actually, sorry, that was a different player. Now he started spending all that 25,000 gold or whatever he had. He's mainly producing warriors, but as I said, he still has wood. Maybe he doesn't even know that he can get retreats here, but he could potentially also come here during the day. Or here, so we can definitely gather more wood, but for now he's mainly making warriors. But a few archers between that as well. There is no defense here now, which I didn't really know. Maybe I could have actually moved there and attacked him, but there are still some cannons. Barricades, of course, even though we kinda destroyed them with his own cannons. Also trying to kill some neutral enemies, of course, during the night. Yeah, even with my knights. Get some levels again. And mainly resources. We can see that he's regrouping here. Now he has 1400 food being used. I have 2,700, so I have way more. Unfortunately, he has still stronger defensive positions, and at the same time, I'm way more scattered around the map. Yeah, he has like few units here and everything else is here, while I have so many archers around the map, plus I definitely have way more peasants than he has workers. He's maybe remaking few of them, but he lost lots of them here. So most of his food is actually the army that will be fighting. Probably most of my food is just scattered around the map. And here I have maybe like 40% in the army that I'm actually using, but this is really important. It's just giving me huge income advantage, so I definitely don't want to sacrifice that. Maybe if I actually took all of the archers now from the whole map right when the night ends, I could have pushed him immediately. I'm not sure of it, I do not know what he has, and he still has lots of gold, but at least now I also have decent gold, so we are basically in the same value. He still has a little bit more wood, but now he's struggling with food a little bit. I don't really see him making new farms, not even producing new workers, so I don't know how he wants to deal with the food problem, but he's definitely starting to starve a lot. It's nice for me. We have still around 30 minutes remaining. And now I took my knights and started clearing this area as well, because not everyone is actually pulled on these barracks, from which I will kill them with my archers. I could have also killed maybe this area. It's quite big for here, but I don't have that many units. You can see just based on the armies you can see here, I don't know, I think he has more units than I have. I still don't have potions on the majority of the units, just few of them. Few level 2 guys, but mainly level 1s. Archers are still level 3 because he took them from the barracks. Obviously I still have my knights somewhere, but once those die, it will be quite hard to remake them because we can't really get the new wood anymore. But yeah, night is ending. He doesn't have the defensive structure here anymore, so he could potentially just retreat here and start turtling again. But fortunately he actually started playing for a while here, at least a little bit actively once again. He was playing a little bit active in the beginning, not too much but a little bit. Especially when he was attacking me together with the yellow player. But since then he was pretty much defensive. Now he's starting to go into offense once again. Because he doesn't want to give up this area, especially when there are those trees, which he's not even getting, but I could get them. But at the same time, he knows that he doesn't have strong enough defense here, he doesn't want to waste more resources on barracks, I think, so he just rather decides to go a little bit more offensive. But yeah, I don't know why he's not getting more food and wood, because he has the trees, he has the gold for workers, so kinda his problem. But yeah, he goes for a push. Obviously, it will take me a while before I get here. I hopefully already grouped up my units. Fortunately, the only archers I really have are the ones on the towers, but at least they are level 3. But they don't have potions. So I just come here with my knights, with my swordsmen, with shields. Yes, so much ranged power. They don't have much, but in terms of the melee army, I am definitely in advantageous position. There are also all of these cannons, so many archers will kill the knights pretty quickly, so as you can see I really don't have too many knights left. And I have 0 wood, so now we are kinda getting into this situation where I can basically only produce swordsmen and buy potions, because I have only gold. I have enough food, that's not a problem, but outside of that I can only make swordsmen with potions. And it's kinda hard when he has so many archers, so we have to kinda come up with a solution here. I managed to save few knights, but not too many. This is still coming with new swordsman, 40,000 gold, he is on 17,000, so he could also make so many new warriors. He has some new farms here now, but he doesn't have any workers there. Not sure if he's producing, no, okay, no idea what he's doing then. But yeah, he has still so many archers, all of them level 3. And here I'm just making more and more swordsmen, obviously, which is good. They are durable against the archers, and once they get to them, they are really strong and they will kill them. The problem is that they are extremely slow and archers will just kite them, so it can't really work, and also his cannons, so that's really hard. And also his warriors, so the best solution. Yeah, unfortunately here I will maybe lose some knights. I didn't really see his swordsmen for a while, so it took me a second before I actually sent them here. But at least I'm surrounding him from different sides. I have only 4 knights left, so I send them back a little bit so I can still use them for the heals. Not that important to actually hit someone. The heals are more valuable, especially when the knights are reproducible. But now I'm doing a nice push. He also has lots of warriors there, but I think we are nicely pushing into him. I still have the potions there. I still have at least few archers here. Also with potions, so it's nice. Unfortunately, he has more archers on the barracks now, which is definitely really dangerous. At least he's not using his cannons. But I would say we are slowly winning this. 10,000 gold, as you can see I'm constantly producing during the fight. Can't really multitask that well, so that's definitely helping me a lot as well. Definitely here I'm getting harassed a little bit once again. He kept 1 or 4 archers there on the barracks. So if I wanted to gather some extra wood there, maybe it was just not really possible anyways. So I'm going back a little bit. Obviously trying to push me back with archers, maybe get some extra kills. I also have some archers there, but as I said, he has better levels. He has more of them, so definitely quite hard. But yeah, we have 2,700 food being used, yes, around 1,000 now. Lots of gold, double of mine, but not using it too effectively yet. I'm sending some swordsmen here on the barracks, but they are going there one by one, immediately dying. I would need to heal them with the swordsmen and with the knights, and it's just a little bit too hard, so that kind of failed. Here I'm also not really able to do anything now, even as the cannons here, so just really hard to push overall, even just 2 barracks. So we'll need to retreat a little bit. Also yes, more swordsmen there, more archers there than I can place on my barracks. I think I can have only 8 and yes 10. Very interesting. Maybe there's some advantage of orcs, I don't know. But yeah, he's going for a strong push again. Even taking his archers over the barracks. I'm really running out of resources so quickly, I don't even buy potions anymore. Maybe I will go with the knights, I don't know. But as you can see, I have a little bit more knights once again, so the extra wood I was able to gather at least here and here before he shot me is something I definitely utilized. Maybe it will be better to just get archers, but still has also so many shields that I just rather prefer to have the heals there. This is kinda close here, so I can use these archers. And once again we are just pushing into each other. My peasants getting killed there again. But even if I get few wood, it's always worth it. And now night is coming again, so even though I mean I actually kinda pushed him back, but he's also kinda killing me, so he has so many archers, maybe he would actually be able to push me now, not sure. But I have once again more units in the back. But fortunately now night is coming and I should be able to gather way more gold during the night, so it should be quite good, and I don't think he will continue pushing me. Maybe he will destroy the sawmill farm, I don't really care. It is totally useless anyways, so I mean it will be good later if I could gather wood here, but I can build a new sawmill, that's not a problem. For now I'm actually glad that this will slow him down, and also these barracks will hold him back, the neutral enemies, and we shall have some small time at least to recover. He's on 1200 food again, still 10,000 gold. No wood, still not gathering here. Maybe few new farms. But we don't see any new workers being produced. Neutral enemies here, so just spread your archers, one-shot them. Free resources. Unfortunately they are also killing my peasants here on the wood. And now I decided to go for not the best move, I think. I decided to bring all of my archers from here to my army, because I just didn't have wood to create my archers again, and I needed some ranged power to actually fight him back, so I even took some archers from my main base and these kinds of positions where I don't need them. But I think I shouldn't have abandoned it during the night. I should have waited for the day. I could have still farmed some extra kills there. I could have saved these barracks, and it would be overall just better, I think. This way it was unnecessary. I just thought that he would be pushing me constantly during the night, but I should have waited for that, not predict it like this, because now I would just lose this huge income and also a nice strategic position. Also these skills are now going to him, so he's getting resources from this. So that was definitely a bad move, but at least now I have lots of level 3 archers, which will make my army much stronger, so that's at least good. I could also take some other archers, yeah, from the whole map, but as I said, I don't want to abandon everything because he still has strong defense. I probably wouldn't push it, so I still need at least some income, some infrastructure, some defense. But we are also slowly losing food and everything, so I just need to start choosing different, what is it, just redividing my units again. We can't stay in the same position forever. The distribution was just really bad, yeah, so we need to bring some archers here. Some of them are left there, but overall there is just no more loot for me, so if I want archers I have to get them from somewhere else, not from barracks. There I can get swordsmen, and now as you can see I'm buying lots of potions as well. Especially for the archers it's really important, of course I also want potions for swordsmen, but the archers I can't remake, so those are really valuable. So if I can give them potions, that's definitely really good. But yeah, only like 15 minutes remaining, so definitely we are getting towards the end. While he still has a really big base, so also lots of units. Looking the best, but kinda okay. I'm basically on 0 resources. If he actually was using this 10,000 gold that he has all the time, even if he doesn't want to increase his food, he could be just using it for potions, yeah, and then his army will be much stronger. Fortunately for me, he is not buying basically any potions during the whole game, so also helping a lot. We just get some extra levels here, kills, resources, everything. Actually didn't even destroy these barracks, so at least one of them survived. Can come back to our resources. 3000 gold, so I could still potentially buy a few more potions. Now I of course mainly need to regroup my army. Obviously I'm expecting an attack basically immediately once the day starts, so definitely be prepared for this. I'm not sure, maybe he has a little bit more warriors than I have swordsmen, but now I definitely have more archers. If I didn't bring the archers, I would probably struggle here a lot. Especially when his archers were leveled up, but now when I also have leveled up archers and I have so many of them, we are pretty much fine. As you can see, he's also starving. So actually here I decided to go for the attack. It's again a little bit harder to move everything at once. I kinda forgot 2 groups there, but okay. Never mind. Especially the archers should be here. Not that important yet, but we have a really big fight. Just archers, swordsmen against archers and warriors. And I'm finally bringing the other groups. I'm trying to come here with the archers, but fortunately I have another group of archers here on the barracks, so that's some extra force I can utilize. Yes, this tower, but he has warriors there instead of archers. And since I bought the potions, since I had probably more archers, I managed to push through his front line quite well, even though I also lost most of my units. Actually tried to split his archers 2 sides, but I don't think that really worked too effectively for him. But it's not like we 100% won this, yeah, we killed the melee units, we pushed him back, but we are still struggling a lot. I need to regroup a little bit at least. Now he once again has this strong defensive position with barracks. He's spending more and more gold, but still so many in stock. I have only 1600 even after the fight, but I already probably spent lots of it on new units. As you can see, new swordsmen are coming from everywhere. Because I'm utilizing all the barracks I've had all around the map, so that's really good, but he also has lots of barracks, so we both have really quick production of units. Now he's trying to harass me a little bit with some extra archers, but I won't hold back anymore. I will probably push into him. But as I said, it's really hard to push. Also, he could bring these cannons back to the towers or something. They are not as effective here. He also is probably more at home. When he knows we are fighting here, he could definitely make his army even stronger, but he's still quite cautious about this area because I can still attack from the other side as well. Here he unfortunately locked a few of my swordsmen in the front, so I will lose one guy there. We'll level 3 with potions maybe. So we got also 45 gold for that. But now he's on 5000 gold, I'm on 0. And yeah, it's like 1 more 1000 food being used, but as I said, I still have so many things around the map, so the armies here are pretty much balanced. But I have the potions, which is definitely advantageous. Though I don't really have many potions on archers anymore. But yeah, huge fight here. He's also pushing from here with his archers. He also has the back barracks. I'm trying to get on top of the barracks with my swordsmen, of course. Yes, they are kinda useless, but they will get there eventually. So these barracks should fall. Here I'm somehow holding it, trying to tangle it with the swordsman at least a little bit. Nice usage of the tower. I should probably move my archers back a little bit. Even send some workers there. Yeah, he's struggling with food and he's sacrificing workers. Definitely not too smart. But we managed to push him back because obviously I was able to get there with my swordsman, so I would kill him on top of the tower anyways. Now we can capture it for ourselves. One barracks fell and now we can also destroy the second one. So this was a crucial point because I have some cannons here, so I probably can't really push further. But this was really crucial because now we destroyed finally the whole area on this side of the river. I could potentially still get some extra resources here, but not really important. Most important thing is that we pushed him back and now he will obviously most likely start playing really defensively again, which is not ideal. But now I should have the full control of the map. There's only 4000 gold remaining, which he will probably pump into warriors because he still didn't realize that he can get trees here. Or even here, yeah, he still had this control majority of the map. There is this corner that I actually also could have utilized. Kinda forgot about it, but I didn't know if he maybe had some scouts there. But definitely I could have tried that. But he's just mainly spamming only swordsmen for now, so... I mean, not swordsmen, warriors. So those are actually not too dangerous for us. We can quite well work with that. But yeah, now I'm basically on 0 resources, both gold and wood. He still has around 2000 gold, close to no wood, but he now spent it on units. In terms of population or food being used, is like 1200. We are still sitting around 2500. Now, of course, regrouping my army. We can see still basically only swordsmen and archers. Actually trying some small push with these goblin archers, but he'll immediately get pushed back by my archers that are still spread all around the map. Maybe he will kill some peasants here that I was trying to gather some extra wood with. But now I can also start gathering here if I want to, so shouldn't be a problem. And we can make new peasants just for gold that we will gather automatically during the night, so that's also fine. Since these barracks survived, I could have maybe placed some archers there again, but at this point I just wanted to go finish him. And I knew that he also of course expecting me to continue this way because I already killed him here. But I actually decided to change the strategy a little bit and decided to push him from this side. And obviously he was absolutely not prepared for it, so as you will see soon. I'm not sure if I will actually attack during the night, probably I will wait for the day, but you will see. But as you will see soon, I will just attack him here and he will definitely struggle a lot. Now he already sees me coming with these archers, but maybe he just thinks that I'm regrouping here. But I'm actually going for the push and now he'll most likely start sending everything back here. So yeah, I'm just sending everything, even during the night. Once again, a little bit bad micromanagement, but I think I will maybe see this and remove the shields, we'll see. So yeah, he's sending some units back. Slowly coming with my swordsman. Okay, and now I remove the shields finally. And I will probably put them on again once I'm closer, or I'll just quickly run on top of the barracks so he cannot capture them for themselves. There is also natural enemies coming, even from the back of course, so we need to also actually fight here, kinda dividing the attention of my archers. Now he's coming with most of his units from the back. So it's definitely quite difficult. But we are slowly taking out the buildings, also destroying buildings with your resources, so that's really good. But I think it doesn't give you resources like this if you just attack it with anything, but if you have swordsmen on top of barracks, or citadel or whatever, town hall, it gives you resources if you destroy probably normal towers as well. So that is what you usually want to do, it just gives you extra gold, so why not take that. He still has decent defense here, lots of archers, even cannons, so to be quite careful. I still want to destroy the buildings. There is so many skeletons attacking me from the right, from the back, so we have to be quite careful. But I have so much new gold that you can see actually my food is coming up right now, and we also have lots of resources. He's almost on zero, still around 2000, but he's producing a few more warriors, but outside of that not really trying anything anymore. So right now I just need to finish the last skeletons, and then soon we should be able to push him pretty nicely. And obviously once the night ends, I could possibly take all of my archers on the map and just make a huge push if needed. But to be honest, that wouldn't even be needed. I could just wait a few more nights, gather even more swordsmen and just push him with a bigger army. Once we have the farms set up around the map, so you have enough food and you have enough defense to actually protect the farms on their own, and also gather lots of gold from the neutral enemies during the night when you have so much map control. It just works automatically, you don't have to worry about it. You have food so you can produce units, you have income because you are killing neutral enemies all over the map, and in case of the biggest need you can just bring extra level 3 archers into your army. And it just works like a charm unless someone can actually harass you and destroy these parts of the map. Then you are totally fine, but if someone commits units into it, you can usually just take your army and push them. So overall this works really well. Much better than some random turtle that doesn't even give you much income because there are no shadow locations where neutral enemies will be spawning. But yeah, now I'm just regrouping more and more. He's on 0 resources, I have still 15,000 gold and 3,000 food being used. While still producing more and more swordsmen. Now we spawned another 150. Still this gold that I kinda ignored, also one more here. But outside of that I drained the remnants that were here after the yellow player. Now I think I have like 2 groups of archers, maybe not full ones, but close to that. Yeah, I didn't take this tower now, so I think I'll have to take it later, but now I was trying to regroup my army, so I just moved all of my groups to this fort so I can buy potions. And everything else that came here with rally points is something I'll just regroup, even though as you can see I'm even making some archers now again because I gathered some trees here. So finally we can also make some new archers if needed. But now I mainly need to start spamming the potions. Not sure what he was writing, to understand Russian, so if you understand it you can translate it, let me know in the comments, but I asked him to talk in English, seems like he didn't know that, so I didn't really get any information from him. His name is Albion. So that's like all I can give you about that message he wrote. All info, but yeah, now as you can see I'm buying potions. Obviously I want to use all the gold I can. I could have probably pushed it without that, yeah, but maybe even during the night, but I just wanted to make really sure that I will finish him. No more trolling, no more risks. Let's just go for it, all in, and let's win it. Well, just spent all the gold I have. I still have a little bit more wood, so I could have waited, maybe make a few more archers, but that really won't change much. You can see double potion on not everything, but most of the units, definitely. The swordsman this time. Yeah, he still has decent defense, but only one cannon remaining. Only 100 HP. Some archers, then some warriors in the front. Which is 700 food. Actually struggling a little bit, but he has some in stock, so he's quite fine if I attack quickly. 3,200 being used, 3,400 available, so early nice distribution of food. And we are just moving everything if attack moves, so my units are also attacking these buildings, kinda wasted, but I mean, slowing me down, but we don't really care. Also forgot some, actually those are probably new units I just created. I forgot one group of archers there, but no, I brought it. And we have just so many units that obviously no chance anymore. Yeah, also the potions are making it much stronger once again. We are trying to get on top of the towers as quickly as possible. Even though it's a little bit harder with the citadel. But yeah, I tell him GG, actually if he answers. It's kind of interesting that the citadel has this small part on the bottom and then this big tower on the top, while the castle has the rivers. But at the same time we also saw that the barracks for humans have only 8 positions, and it seemed like the barracks for orc have 10, so that's also kind of interesting, these little bit of differences. I never really realized that. Now I think there are some, not just ability of munchers and knights. Obviously the races are pretty much balanced. That's nice. Let's speed it up a little bit. We are just finishing buildings. Eventually I need to of course capture the tower down here. This is maybe the first time actually, yeah, this is the first time he wrote a message in English. No, he probably thought that I wouldn't realize or know that you need to capture the outpost to win the mission. But obviously, this is not my first game, so I know these things. You can't kill me, of course I can. Because you are playing turtle strategy, and that usually ends up like this, that you are defeated. So let's wait for this to end, and we will check the results, of course. Always really interesting. Replay is finished. Finish replay, and here we have the results. Actually kind of surprising in some things, but of course he mined a little bit more gold. Overall he had 4 bases, I had basically also 4, but the one I captured in the yellow base towards the end of the game was already drained a little bit by him, so that's the 3000 gold difference there. Then we have lumber, where I gathered actually a little bit more, but the blue pair could have gathered more, definitely, if he didn't ignore the forest he had in his main base and also utilized the forest on the right side of the map when he had the control there. But to be honest, resources weren't that important here, because the main difference is here, where I killed over 5,000 neutral enemies, while he killed only over 2,000, so that's more than double for me. Huge amounts of resources from that. Also I killed almost the double amount of units against real players, because I was fighting with more enemies than him, and also I killed probably more of his units than he killed of mine. So overall I gathered way more resources from that as well. It would be nice to have a statistic here of actually gold acquired and not just gold mined, but unfortunately that's not here for now. Maybe in the future we'll see. In terms of units lost, I actually lost less than him, which is kind of funny, but we definitely produced a little bit more, and we constructed more buildings. Obviously we had the whole map under our control, but he also definitely built lots of buildings. The other players, the yellow player killed the most after that, then the orange one, but they had quite bad kill loss ratios, so nothing too interesting. Or I mean, actually the yellow one had quite decent. Obviously the orange player sacrificed most of his units against me, but even without that he would probably have negative kill ratio. Purple player as well. The yellow player wasn't that bad, but he was just spamming knights and he mainly didn't take the expansion there, so that was his main problem. Outside of that, I mean, nothing too interesting to look for here. But yeah, nice game, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Definitely kind of exhausting to play these games. Also, I'm always playing it for 2 hours and then also recording it for another 2 hours, so that's even another level. But I hope you enjoyed it, both the game and the video. Hopefully you maybe learned something, or if you have some suggestions, you can of course also let me know in the comments. Everyone can always improve. I made a ton of mistakes here, but it's still enough to keep me on 100% win rate still. So I'm definitely quite happy about that, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in the next video. We'll see if I will finally come up with some 1v1s again, either on this map or on the smaller one, we'll see, or maybe some other free-for-alls, even though these ultra long games are definitely pretty exhausting, so I'm not too sure how many more of them I want to do. But maybe once we get some patch soon, then it won't be that crazy, because the defense won't be that strong, but we'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you next time. Bye.